Bapu, Bapu, Mora Bapu, Bapu. This building is of the World Organization UNO. The story of good home Katha is going on in it, which Katha is the destroyer of non-good. Our dialogue is entering the fourth day. The central topic of the story is Manas Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Before we start the dialogue, hear the Indian stage, which is universal stage, to give it respect, to give it regard. The dear gentlemen who have come, the respected gentlemen who have come, that you came here, I respect you a lot, that you came and you also expressed respect. This is your generosity, your modesty, this is the nature of the humanity. I welcome and thank you very much, but the respect you have expressed, it is your glory, and I bowed my head because there is respect for the Vyaspīt, but this incident is happening here. At its core, all the members of our Ramaben Jasani family, and both of them, Ashish and Krishna, the heads of them, made this pious resolve and efforts for it, and as a result, we are here. So I thought that whatever acceptance, the hospitality, the respect that was given to the Vyaspīt, I offer it to both of them as an offering to the Vyaspīt. You will keep it. I request that. You spoke some Hindi. I liked it very much. And what to say about your English? But Hindi also felt very good, and not with claim, but with a sense of feeling. I would like to say that, as you also noted, that I would like to say, with great responsibility for the work that this institution is doing, I would like to say this with great responsibility that its motto is in the Ramcharitmanas. I will say this with great responsibility. You will say how? For this, you have to be generous. You will not be able to do it with small consciousness. Those who have a small heart, not big, they will not understand this. So Manisha of our country said that the name of the generous heart, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This universe is a home. This is a nest. We are all birds chirping in it. So this universal idea which India has given, then who will believe in this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam? For that we need generous heart. It won't be done with the narrow heart. The incident cannot happen with narrow heart. You need to see the big picture. So in the form of seeds, in Ramcharitmanas, I have all this information to me. All my learned brothers and sisters, literature scholars have come here. They have come here, sent this information to me. I have a very lovely question from you. Today there are many questions, so I have kept it like this. But one question is of importance, according to the context, which I received last evening. You ask how to establish world brotherhood? It is a very lovely question. How to establish universal brotherhood, and have asked what to do. When you say that all the sutras are in the Manas, is there any formula of universal brotherhood in the Manas? I will say, with the God's grace, that there is. We are all aware of history. 2 world was happened because of the speech. Go to the center, core, womb. We already suffered 2 world wars. Now, if there will be a 3rd world war, I pray to God that does not happen. Then scientists say that it will not be due to speech, it will be due to water. This is a scientific truth. Already because of 2 words war happened, because of speech. In today's world where we are living, the war of that world was fought only because of speech. It is not so. The war of Mahabharata too, what is its foundation? Because of speech and speech in Ramcharitmanas. Although this war was not to fight, it was a war to eradicate war from the world. Remember this. Rama came to the field. Krishna came to the field and had to fight unwillingly because the war should end from the world so that the violence should stop. That is why in the Jain tradition, Lord Mahavir has described 4 types of violence. 4 types of violence. Now I should not go into it. These things are very sweet. And when Mahavir says, then it becomes very incidental. So why the universal brotherhood is not happening? This institution is a trying global organization. 193 members sit here. Excellencies of the world, why are we still not becoming so calm and our development relaxing? Why there should not be universal brotherhood? Its formula is in the Manas, and it is such a simple formula, sir, that we can all observe. These small principles of world brotherhood which have emerged from Ramcharitmanas. Vishwa Bandhutva, Vishwa Needam, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You and I should understand the principle for world brotherhood. One of the first formulae of Manas or Vishwa brotherhood. You ask and I get it from Manas, and I can answer, it has no specialty of mine. You ask only what is in Manas, that Shiva is motivating your intellect to be in it. Because I cannot answer everything you say. It's beyond my understanding. Even if there is little understanding I have with your grace, but there is no time. Our Rancho Daji Bapu, the said of Chitrakut, the said of it was said about him, that if someone is ill and goes to him, he says, go, you'll be all right. The people cured with this. Then people respected him, but when was asked Rancho Dasji, if an ill person came to you, and when you gave blessings they get cured, how does it happen? So Rancho Dasji Bapu said that only those who come to me are to be cured of the illness. I just became the excuse. I become the doer. They would have got a cure, even if they don't care. Do you think the people who came here, that today the machines are the need of the humans I know? But it's not that necessary, and I should also accept that humans also needs tantrism. Tantra in meditation system. Let's agree that this is the knowledge of India. But if you and me are communicating with this Vyaspeeth, then I would say that in today's world, there is no need of machines for humans so much. And Tantra is also not needed for humans. A mantra is needed in human. Mantra here means thought of a thoughtful human. A global thought mantra means good thought. Mantra means heartfelt thoughts. Tulsidas Ji doesn't talk about intellectual thought, but heartfelt thoughts. Heartfelt thoughts. Heartfelt thoughts. Thoughtful human beings are needed today. That is why Rama says, I have created all this, so it's dear to me. But among all these, I love man more. So such a human form, which is beloved to God, we are everyone. So why there is no universal brotherhood? Its exact formulas are there in the man's I liked, who asked a young man from LA, although his language was English, the writing was Gujarati, so that I could understand that. So Bapu told us about it. Observation. If everyone learn how to look at each other, that's world brotherhood. Only one part, sir, observation. Very lovely word, observation. Seeing is done by the eye. Observation is being done by the inside eye. The first small one, my young brothers and sisters, yesterday one of our sons came from Dubai, this Mitul's nephew. He went away. Such a small child asks me, Bapu, when will you give me Katha? Where has he gone? Is he somewhere? Okay. I become silent. That's why he has this feeling. Today the world does not need a reaction. It needs feedback. Everywhere there is a reaction, 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 reaction. You said, I will answer bluntly. You insulted me. I will insult you. You have to react everywhere. We need feedback. And a little mind has to be made up for feedback. If someone said something for us, then we should pause and think why he said it. What is the reason for him? You should do the multiplication, sum, addition, subtraction, whatever, You should have some patience. And what is the plus minus? After seeing all that, the action that is done while smiling is called feedback and sudden. If you have slapped me, I will slap you twice. This reaction created a conflict in the world. The world wants feedback, so we observe. For universal brotherhood, we learn seeing each other. Learn to see when jealousy and hatred come in our eyes, seeing someone's progress, and when our eyes are filled with jealousy and malice, I beg you, a Baba is begging to you at the same time in your purse, in your pocket, or in the room where you are. If you look in the mirror at the same time as the glass hangs, your face will not be human. How the universal brotherhood comes as we don't know how to look, here is the exact answer for the universal brotherhood. Observation, how the Krishna was looking. You take Mahabharat, Karna is the opposition, but when the Karna attacked, he used to strike, and Arjuna's chariot, which used to go behind, at that time, if he sees Krishan in Arjuna's eyes. Observation, it's written in our Gujarati. Observation has a glory. Eye are needed to see for observation. Deliberation is...
तो गोस्वामी जी कहते अवलोकनी दूसरा सूत्र विश्व बंधुत्व का बोलनी एक दूसरे की बोली
can make brotherhood by speech. It's written in Vedas that the speech is cow. Imagine it. Sumit bhāe. There is the glory of the Vedas. See the constellation. God Veda said the speech of humans is mother cow, and the cow has 4 breasts, so the speech has 4 types. The scholars of the Vedas have milked the knowledge from there. 4 breasts, this is my Veda. Where is our place in that Veda? How to enter it? But Rahim Sahib said, one person, Islam religion, said this is Vedas, from the 4 mouths of Brahma. 4 Vedas. This Ved came out from the 5 mouths of the Shiva. We called Mahabharat the 5th Ved. We should worship it, but this too. So the cow in the form of Vedas, the cow in the form of speech, the 4 breasts of the cow in the form of Vedas, says Lord Veda. For me, this is the Veda. What kind of speech? What kind of speech? What kind of speech? What kind of speech for world brotherhood? This breast is 4. It is written in the Manas, 4 types of speech.
मन संतोष सुनत एक कपिबानी मन संतोष सुनत कपि
You know, this is the line of Sundarkanda. Hanuman and Mother Janaki meets. Janaki is very sad. And to console her, to give the message of Rama, the Hanumanji has came. We won't go to that incident now, but Hanumanji is scholar of Vedas. It was written in Valmiki's Ramayana. When Hanumanji meets Rama first time, in the form in which he speaks, Lord Rama becomes silent, tells Laxman that I am hearing such a scholar for the first time. It is not even an ejaculation in the speech of a man. He is so intelligent. That is why Vishwamitra would say, the speech is senior, the speech is cow. Gu means, and it also means sense. Gau is a sense. We also called Gau to directions. We called Gau to speech. We called Gau to water. We called Gau to heaven. Also even called Gau to Vajra, and called Gau to birds, called Gau to stanza. Go Daru, Go Karu, Go Kiran, called Gau to Ray, Gopal Govind. We called everyone Gau. There is so much glory in our language. That's why I said mantra is the need of humans. The world needs people who think from the heart. So there are 4 breasts, Veda, and speech in the form of a cow.
पहला आंचल भगति, दूसरा आंचल प्रताप, तीसरा तेज, चौथा बल।
Of the 4 types of speech, the first type of speech is devotional speech, and devotional speech, who has the devotional speech, doing tilak here, chanting the rosary, all this is good, keeping a darka, rotating, all this is good, but the meaning of the speech of devotion should not be shortened. In Sanskrit, one who serves society and the world, who performs bhajan and serves the world, whose devotion increases and increases. Devotion comes in his voice. I tell the story, you are listening. It might be the type of Navda Bhakti, but according to our ability, we should serve the society. What God gave us, we should tithe it. From 10 poems of Sumit Bhai, 1 should be given to the Ishwar. If you do 10 plays, 1 dedicated to the Krishna, means I am speaking for my God who does Bhagavad says this. You have understood the meaning of devotion. Something wrong. I should not go into this matter. You know that the one who serves the society, the power given by God, with this ability, considering himself to be his own religion, and humbly serving the society, this hymn of service, whose devotion increases day by day, comes devotion in his speech. This is the first sentence of the first zone of speech, devotion, majesty, tailbar. The second zone is of speech, majestic, each one brilliant speech, each one majestic speech. Said so, behold, that stanza belongs to whom I don't know. He should keep quiet, then consider it as the grace. If he kept quiet, consider it the grace. If he speaks, then consider that it's happened. Majestic speech. If you spoke, then it's done. Nanak has done this. Kabira has done this. Then you say, Mira has done. Narsin Mehta has done. Majestic speech means, how do I manifest the majestic speech?
भगति प्रताप
Only 2 words became the seed of India's freedom. Look at the majesty of voice. Quit India. Talk is over. There is no long wide lecture. Leave India. And India got freedom. And the message of freedom went from Mahatma Gandhi to the whole world. The majesty of voice for this voice. What kind of voice of Nanak? He could go to Kashi and also go to Kaaba too. This courage is needed. Today people are asking when to be caught, when to condemn, when to attack, when to commit a crime. But the majestic speech can never stop. The speech of Sri Hanuman is majestic. Such a majestic that Janaki's heat got lost. the compassionate mind, Janak Nandini weeping while missing Rama, hearing the voice of Hanuman, the mind got content, a consolation. Sun may come well, you may come, you may come, you may come, the one who fills us with contentment. I have been speaking for so many years. How many worshippers of words are there in these days? Everyone knows that speech has words, but also touches. Empty words. Speech touches. Touches. Man starts crying. Man starts smiling. Man's eyes fill up. Speech. Listening to it, this is the glory of speech. Majestic speech, not the voice of a coward. A proclamation is very dear to me. There is a sentence of Osho which is dear to me. Osho says that if you want to declare, then do not do small. Do not go low. Announce that Aham Brahmasmi. Mean it whatever you want it to means. The formula of Chandra is that we do not want happiness in less, we want completion. So Kabir said, I am complete. So why the announcement is smaller? Now if you have to do it, then complete it. A man of the religion of Islam declared this, An al-Haq, he was killed. No one could kill Kabir. Aham Brahmasmi. No one could kill the sages who said, Aham Brahmasmi. It takes courage. This is the declaration of the majestic speech, I am Brahm, Shankara says.
Aham vikalpo nirāyā
And whether if this speech possessed by the religious world, the spiritual world, a political person or anyone else, this Ashish used to tell me that Bapu, if he asks for one approval, he asks 5 questions that it will not be approved, it will not be approved. But as I humbly said, within 2 or 3 days, he went on saying, majestic speech, now the respected sir, was saying that Bapu came once again in 3 years. For me, Uno and Una, both are the same. But an incident happened. The speech must have worked behind it. Otherwise, how did they ask? That it was a very difficult task. So the second breast of the cow of speech is the majestic speech that removes the sorrow of Sita, a contentment, a birth, a peace, a satisfaction in the mind, the sun, sometimes an arrow. Look at this character, sir. Why the same story? Morari Bapu, the same story, going on continuously, because the Katha becomes new every day. Every day, I feel like that. You know about yours. So Lord Shankaracharya says that if you have to make a small announcement, then announce it with a majestic speech.
सदा समत्व न मुक्ति न बंधन चिदानंद शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानंद
and I thou had gone out of the Indian wisdom. Even the one who says, I am God, also says, you are also God, who have erased you and me. This was the flag hoisting of non-duality, majestic speech, even at the public level, in the general world of our behavior. Majestic speech works even in the world of our behavior, as we say in humor. That there is a big building in a metropolis like Mumbai. There is a building on the other side. A family lives in this flat in front. There are windows in front of you. The person who was going to live in this flat had taken a loan from that brother and could not pay the money on time. Then the poor man could not sleep at night. Whenever he sits and opens the window, says, return the money tomorrow, return the money tomorrow. The poor man was so nervous, can't give him the money, then goes inside. But he kept awake. Give the money tomorrow. His wife said, why are you doing this? He said, look, he is asking for money. If I don't give it tomorrow, he will do this. His wife said, now I answer him. That is called majestic speech. Open the window. He said, give money. Then the wife said, do whatever you can. We not give you a penny. Go do whatever you want. Saying this, the wife told her husband that now he will be awake. You go to sleep. This is a majestic speech. This is for my humor, but there is a lot of power in speech, sir. So my Tulsi did not even worship Rama, first of all in Manas. He did not worship Ganesha, did not worship Hanuman, did not worship Shiva, did not worship Brahma, did not worship Paratpar Brahma. And he first worships, I worship speech, in the Vedas, while describing Saraswati, the breast of the mother, which describes the stream of milk in the Vedas. O Sharda, the milk that comes from your breast. We Indians are strengthened in this. Our limbs grow, so Chidanand.
Manasantosha sumar ekapira tej
The third zenith is that the devotion of the cow in the form of speech, Bhagati Pratap Tej, let the glory of the voice be swift, and let me tell you that light does not come without penance. This is the rule, whatever we have to endure, if we are truthful, then go on tolerating. This is penance. I only say that if you are right, then you should not even try to prove the truth. It is not our responsibility to answer everything. Osho was right. I do not answer anyone's questions. I awaken them. I do not have the answer. I have awareness. Want to wake up, then wake up? Is this also the Veda of speech anyway? We speak the Vaikari speech, we all, I and you all, almost. And the speeches Para, Pashmati and Madhyama are hidden, if that age came that these three speeches appears. Para speech, which our people of Saurashtra call Bhavan Baro. That's Para speech, that's out of the Gujarati alphabet. In ancient hymns of Gujarati speeches of saints, say someone is speaking Bhavan Baro. If someone abuses you, young brothers and sisters, so understand that he abuses only out of 52 letters. If you abuse someone from outside 52, this is the power. For this, you need a paravani. It is still hidden in the curtain. The singer of music. Pandit Omkarnath's Bhairavi was so famous that people used to demand, Pandit, Bhairavi, Bhairavi. Pandit used to say the same thing that keeps the peace. Wait, Bhairavi is still decorating with makeup. Such a Pandit. The world is waiting for such a scholar, waiting for it. We all speak Vaikri, and if you speak about Vedas. If you say, tomorrow I will also bring the verse of the Vedas and tell you. You see, especially the Rig Veda, Parvani, is the speech one who speaks 52 times. Pashyanti speech, that is what I say. Kabir took the Pashyanti Yam yogi. Whoever sees that this is this and keeps on saying, that's Pashanti. Right now it's inside the curtain. Pashanti is getting ready. Parvani is doing her makeup. She is getting ready. And that too will come. It is not my dream. I believe this. For years, people have been asking me, how do you think the future of India is? I say not only India, I see the bright future of the entire world. If you ask for proof, I don't have it. But from inside, I think this world will have good future. When these speeches will be released, might the waves of the sea will become silent, and waves will come to the silent seas. This is the glory of the speech. So the Pashanti who sees and then speaks, the Para who speaks 52 times, and the Madhyama who speaks by being silent, Ganga Sati says,
मरने आवीने धनलो ढगलो करे मरने भले होई मोकरो कुपात्रनी આગળ પણવાય વસ્તુ ન બોલીએ સમજીને રહી ગે
52 more times you see and speak is in between them silence. We do our work in Vaikari, sir.
ભગતિ પ્રતાપ તેજ
Those who know words, those who serve the words, those who would have served with speech, the brilliance comes to their speech. There was a Mathura Das Bapu who used to roam in the forest of Tulsi Shyam to have seen his akadi. I can't translate the akadi. I don't know the English translation of akadi, where the lions rested at night. Then it was known that if 2 or 3 lions sat there, Mathura Das Bapu would sit and the lion would sit next to him. In the morning, some shepherd would start thinking that Bapu has been sat there. When he used to speak, trees, animals, and birds all start to wake up. And what he used to say, "Oh Rama, oh Krishna, oh Rama, oh Krishna," only speaks these 2 words. He used to come to Tilmahuva, which is an ashram for Punjabi households at the riverbank. There is the light in voice. Voice lightens. There are lights. Our Guru came to our home, and our home lightens. Lightens.
ભગતિ પ્રતાપ
Cows in the form of speech. The 4th zenith of a cow is strength. There is strength in speech. There will be strength in his speech who does not expect fruit. Why is Krishna's speech so powerful? That person sat and thrown the weapons. What kind of speech to that man? Strong speech said, "Govind," he stood up, "then I will do it." Tomorrow one question. Sumit Bhai, there was a question. Bapu, how will you explain to salvation? I have not read this to the Western scholars. Sometimes I hear from your discourses. Sometimes what Marx says, so and so. Did someone say that the world runs on money? Someone said that the world is full of work. So he should say this much, that our sages have also taken these 2 things. We have kept both the meaning and the work, but we have kept the first religion and finally salvation. Between these 2, the meaning and work, Indian people have not decreased. Our Gujarati don't get down. There is a limit. This is my definition of salvation. Is it so much attachment to money that the attachment to the meaning disappears? The lust becomes restrained. And if it comes to leaving the religion at the behest of Krishna, then the religion of all religions will also be left. The meaning of all religions will also be left. The work will also be lost. Then whatever remains later is salvation, to rise above these 3. Whatever remains, call it salvation, call it liberation, call it nirvana, whatever you desire, strong speech. Strong speech whose voice has the depth of truth behind it, where the words come out from the depth of the truth. Poet Rabindranath Tagore, may God give such freedom, awaken my country to such freedom, that where words come from the depths of truth, whose voice will have strength in his speech, whose voice will have truth behind him, and truth will also be dear truth. The Vedas say that the cow of speech has 4 zeniths, that devotion, majesty, glory, and powerful. when say powerful speech, then it cannot be false. He said that if the scriptures were spoken, says Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, then they say, the Vedas say so. Some great scholars of Bengal who did not believe him it in the beginning, they say that where is that written in the Veda? Where? The Thakur was uneducated, so he said only this, that the Vedas are whatever I say. Veda forgot to write it. So today I am saying this. This is strong speech. Vedas forgot, this is strong speech. Universal brotherhood. Learn to look at each other. Look at each other. See like that you are good, your body is good, your life is good, your mind is good, you are beautiful. Why should we talk about lower things?
तन भी सुंदर मन भी सुंदर तुम सुंदरता की मूरत किसी और को शायद कम होगी मुझे तेरी बहुत जरूरत पहले भी बहुत तरसा अब
What I mean to say, sir, observation, see like this, speak like this, the sources of universal brotherhood. Observer, speaker, Milani meet each other. Someone said that there should be no world war if each other's heart met, if not hands. They shake hands when they meets here. A table is there in between. Wood has met heart if the handshakers did. We forgot to meet. We forgot to see. We forgot how to speak. Why world brotherhood has become far away? The formula is simple. Leave the world directly. Leave the world. There should be brotherhood in our home. We family of 4 can't cope properly. Can I give one example? Am I allowed? Okay, thank you. There was a village. There was a very big tree. It had become the god of the village, as if this tree was formed by gathering many elders. Such a beautiful tree. Under it people rested, obtained its fruits, had fun in its shade. Children used to swing with ropes. The children of the bird chirped in nest. What was it? For how many animals? It was home. A time came that the tree started drying up. Leaves started falling. The leaves started turning yellow. The whole village was sad that this deity of our village, what happened to it? One year, people saw that it was drying. It was drying up. It is drying up. A monk came. The villagers asked that Mahatmaji, we are worried. Took him to that tree. The tree is the god of our village. Why? What happened? No one knows. Leaves falling. It is drying. We don't know what is it. We fertilize. We give water to it. Give water, but nothing is happening. No matter how much water you pour, and then take out a small canal of the Ganges and put it at the root of the whole tree, it is not going to turn green because some insects have entered its roots. Remove that worms, then it will sprouts. There was a category of Osho when he came from abroad, stayed in Mumbai, and then went Pune. Someone gave me his little book of his. There are worms, said Maharaj. How did the worms say in the root, you do not have that eye? I see from the yog eye. Now the whole village that the worms started digging with nails. Someone brought a shovel, someone brought something, reached the root and removed the worms. There were really some worms. And sir, this is the story. Killed the worms and in a week, this tree started turning green again. Our family is a tree. Our family is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. A very dense tree. Why is it drying up? Why its greenery ends? There are some insects and Talgajarda has discovered 5 insects. If we kill these 5 insects, then our formulae, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, our universal brotherhood, our family, in this all this thing will be proved. There are 5 worms. First worm is arrogance. Small family is sad for the arrogance. When a son became young, he started telling his father that, "Father, now I will not eat with you. I have grown up. You eat slowly. I will not eat with you. We have different tastes." Then what did the father told? He became arrogant. He was educated. The father taught him. He was sent to America. He lived in Manhattan, so he became arrogant. But how was the father? He was old. He was experienced. He said, "Son, you don't eat with me. Can I eat with you?" Salt, sir. Worm killed. Worm of arrogance. It troubles us world organization of other organization. Why can't give the result as expected? As even in the roots of this big tree, a worm of arrogance is there. Another worm is right. This is our right. Our right can do whatever we want. This is the second worm, right? It has to be killed. The third worm is rejection. Rahim, illuminate. Why is there anyone? Answer with laugh. Yes, Baba. What is it? Rejection is the third worm of the world brotherhood, or Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Rejection. The fourth worm is there. It is a worm of importance. It should die. Non-cooperation. Stop supporting each other. Rama says, "I have equal mercy on all." Non-cooperation. That too is a worm. I don't remember the fifth worm. Consider it dead. Now what do we do? I don't remember. I tried to catch it, but it got out away. If these four die, then the fifth will die on its own. And says that this tree is green again. Now see, this tree does not dry again. The worms have died, but then give it a new fertilizer. Now give him new water. Make a new canal so that this tree. The dense tree of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam should flourish. To remain like this, we and you will have to do something. The organization in which we are sitting, such organizations will also have to do something. And in the Rupawa river of Talgajarda, I have decided 5 waters. You should drink such water. Drink water of tolerance. Panchshil. It was a very famous thing in our country. Panchshil. Even during the time of Buddha, respected Gunat Bhai had even taken out the Panchshil Yatra. A man should become cultured. Shil is a very lovely word. Yes, the fifth worm I got. Not dead. Got it. Caught it. It's there. Uncontrolled freedom. Uncontrolled. Freedom must be given, not uncontrolled. Yesterday we went to a daughter's house, New Jersey, for tea. Then his daughter said that, "Bapu, I have a 16-year-old daughter, but by divine grace, she listens to the Katha. Even while living in this world, she is living so much emotion and Indian civilization. This is the virtue of my righteousness. This is my donation. What would you give me? What do I take from you? You gave a lot. This is the donation. Increase tolerance. We should be cultured. We should become sensitive. Sensibility is getting ended. Then when the matter of this world brotherhood was asked, that is why I took you in this dialogue. Observing, speaking, meeting, and Tulsi. Gives the freedom to love. Love each other. This I'm not saying love in the world, how much I don't understand. After 4 to 5 years, I have been saying a lot that, brother, there is freedom to fast, the freedom to do parna, the freedom to go to Haridwar, the freedom to go to Mumbai, the freedom to go to Katha, the freedom to roam in Manhattan, the freedom to stay in the hotel motel, the freedom to roam. Only there is no freedom to love. In what kind of world we came to? Take this world away from me, this world ever called love is needed. Tulsi wrote that love is needed for world brotherhood, and love becomes a bridge of love for each other. Nowadays, kinds of bridge has been made. We don't know when it collapses, and there is no need for any pillar. Love's bridge should be such that no pillar, no basis is needed. Only you and I are just 2 edges, like there is a golden bridge. No pillar is needed, no support is needed, like if it is, then it is. Love, Tulsi says, love mutual. Tulsi has done amazing to mutual love. This is a formulaic key to world brotherhood. And in the end, he further said, keep smiling, keep laughing. Religion has made us so serious, so we laugh. If you sing a piece of film, then many people's health deteriorates. When I advises that if you are not well in the morning, then take Sudarshan powder. If you are not well at night, then take Hingashtak powder. But you keep healthy, just keep smiling.
गाते रहो, गुनगुनाते मुस्कुराते रहो, ये जीवन संगीत है, स्वर सजाते चलो, संगीत है, स्वर सजाते रहो, मुस्कुराते रहो, गुनगुनाते मुस्कुराते रहो,
There should be a smile, Tulsi writes. Has, the man is smiling. So-called religions have made us so serious that you cannot laugh. They call us for liberation and bind us. They have advertised, come, we will give liberation, give liberation, give liberation, but bind so much. Because how could they give? Because they even themselves are bound by many chains? How? They can give liberation. Liberation should be a form. Before getting beautiful, we need to burn ourselves. I mean to say that a loving person should be smiling. I don't have a problem if you don't sing the stanzas of Ramayana, but don't go around with a lousy face. Speak the verses of Gita with a smiling face. I don't have any problem. That's amazing, but a person should be smiling.
हंसता
Shall we sing this in meat of religion? That's why I say that this is not a meet of religion. This is a love meeting. Gopaldas Neeraj had once sung in Osho's court, this love meeting of fun people. Come here carefully. Big scholars would tell me, cannot say anything in from, but they give very good blessings in the back. But its blessings are very expensive. As much as the blessing were bad, it became good to me. There is a big scholar said, Mi Bapu, let's meet alone. So meeting alone, I said what kind of talk we would have. Whatever there is, do in public. You do publicity, so more people come. There were some big scholars were there. So Avkash leave, I felt what is the matter. He said, Bapu, this katha is good, fine. But the song of the film that comes is very displeasing. So I said in my mind, I said, then why do you see me? Why do you listen to it? Turn off the TV. TV be turned off. A sister used to sing so badly. Fierce bad, the world is so fond of singing in ceremonies. She likes to sing so much, but she sings so bad that after listening her, the god of voice ran away from the janapath. But the husband have to listen where he can escape. Dada, O Dikri, don't know the husband house. The husband told his wife that you sings very good. Very good. Such melodious throat has been sent by your father in my house. You have sung well, but should I say one thing? What? You should sing on the radio station. You are telling me that? You never want good for me. Today you said so much about my song. For the first time you said electricity has gone. You said to sing in the radio station, that much mercy. He said, because if you sing at the radio station and then at least we can turn off the radio, here I can't stop you. Chant Bam, chant Bam, chant Bam. So he was letting me understood the intent was good. So I said, if I was nothing, so why are you listening to me? Why waste time? Get sleep, but can't sleep, because in childhood watched May films and then became celibate.
आचार्य भगवान मैंने कुछ नहीं गाया, मेरे श्रोता ने गा लिया, इसकी जोन कहना इन लोगों को कहना हमने आया, इन लोगों ने बजाया तो उसको कहना जो करना होता है। बाकी
This brotherhood of Rama, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna. Rama is the universal element, as truth is the global. Bharat is global element in form of love. Lakshman is the global element in the form of awakening, and Shatrughan is the global silence in the field of silence. Therefore, they became the reason for the universal brotherhood. Bhāe, what a big brotherhood. Bhali means good, beautiful, good brotherhood. Jal Madhuri Suvas, the 5 elements of water, told by Tulsi. Water should be cold, water should be sweet, water should be even in taste. Water should not have a foul smell. Water should be cool. Water should be sweet. Water monotonous. Water should have good smell, good fragrant, has a flow. Bonds are odorous. Then whatever 5 qualities of water you has been told in the initial episodes of the Sri Ramcharitmans in Balkand, all these things come. This is I said because the person from LA asked. This is sweetness, so the Father should do this much. Look at each other from our place with good feelings. Talk to each other with a good feeling. Meet each other with love, observational, speaking. When the engagement happens initially, when became in-laws, we think that to separate them, police should be called. But within 2-3 months, everything gets spoiled. Tulsi says the Katha of the Sati Shiromani, that's the symptom of peerless and cool water. Tulsidas ji wrote, when God Shriman Vallabhacharya wrote the Jal Bhed completely, the Jal Bhed entire episode, Vallabh chapter in it, in which the speakers come in which water. For us speakers, the Mahaprabhu ji wrote a very big chapter.
Mora. मराधत विराजता श्रीनाथ जी गंगा जी गिरिराज धरण की श्याम सुंदर श्री यमुने महाराज की श्री वल्लभाधीश की नमः आरती.
He doesn't go there, and Shiva is now everything is showing, otherwise they stay away. I want to combine it however I can. Khichdi is very much digestive. Remember that. Khichdi. In Saurashtra and Kuch, there is almost at every evening there is khichdi in lunch. That is the digestive element. By the way, mixing everything, the rice and mung get mixed. Mung means lower people, and rice means rich people. We are this, and we are that, and poor mung, but mung is auspice. A teacher asked a student, what are the 2 foods that have the effect of eating on the whole life? Who is such food? Tell me 2 sons, asked the student. Which of the 2 foods is that life transcending? He said jaggery and coriander. The jaggery and coriander of engagement. Our Rishi will be engaged. His engagement is on Saturday. The son is in very much hurry. When will you gent me engaged? I said, you will get engaged in United Nations. All that I mean to say. So,
भाई बलि चहु बंधु की जल माधुरी सुहास अखिला यह
The seed lines of the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam Rama says, O Kag Kusumbi, the whole world has been created by me, and therefore I have equal mercy on all. Entire world is equal to me, and I have created all in this world, and everything is dear to me. From Durva sprout, from little insect to great mountain, from little atom, everything is dear to me, says Rama. This is a world view, because I have created all, I have manifested it, yet all found extremely fascinating. Please excuse me in the English language. Sumit Bhai, please correct me. I like a sentence in English. Yes, the same one. We'll get tangled. I like a sentence. Many people speak. Minimum common factor. Yes, thank you. I want to tell today's world from this World Forum, and I pray them that the building of world harmony, that the minimum common factor is God. But for today's world, the minimum common factor should be human beings. Truth more maneuvers. Humans are in the center. So I again say, for the third time, that Ram left Brahmastra and incarnated in human form. So, human beings should be at the center. Rama tells that how many items came to the center. Sir, and poor man, poor humans, got disarrayed. This is untouchable. This is yours. This is poor. This is a dynasty. This name, to which for the God took, which form the God likes, for his incarnation, he took the human form and take an oath of Sambhavi, Main Yuge Yuge, I will come as a two-handed human. So humans should be at the center, but humans are becoming half-hearted, some like that, some like this. Even if we don't want, Brahm is in the center and everything is Brahmamai. But the establishment of humans is being done by Tulsi. Hence the name of this book is Ramcharitmans. Let man establish humanity. But the sequence moves forward. Rama says that I created everything, so everything is dear to me because I have created it. And further, he says that I love human beings very much. Who is more dear among human beings? I like all beings of this world, but from these beings, humans are dearest to me. Listen, Kagsundi. I like the humans most, and from these humans, I like twice born. Twice born means the meaning of twice born is who came from the mother's womb is birth, and that has appeared from the Guru's mouth is twice born. A mother's womb is needed to be born. Jayan, Jayan Mahabharata 1. Raju, you must have read the Sun, Ramayana 2 by Jains, who also got their own truth. Their own truth also got different from the group. In that the Karna is not the son of the virgin Kunta, how the child regularly born by the deity, these Jain scholars forbid. An incident has been presented in a contrary manner. But why was he dumped in the Ganges? Kunta wants Karna to be a twice born. Born from my womb, whatever the people say. I put it in the lap of Ganga and let it flow. And Karna shall take a new birth in it. Jain scholars have established such a feeling. So something feels good. Which Dvijitva? The word twice bornya is. How many objects are used in our dictionary? Truth is a twice born. They don't exist in childhood, then they come back, then they fall, then others come. So teeth are called twice born, and eggs are called twice born. The egg that came out of the stomach of the bird did not break. Again, with that heat of the energy of the same mother, and the child gets out. The word twice born, the birth from the mother's womb, and the birth came out of the mouth of Guru. Why not that Brahmin? There is no objection to the meaning of the twice born being made by a Brahmin. But Brahmin words have been used, Vipra words could have been used. Why should the word Dvi be used particularly? It means one who has a second birth, after assuming the Yognok is as if a human attains Dvijatva. Means, in a very expansive sense, who was awakened. One who has taken a second birth in this life. He is a twice born. So man is dear to me, but in man, the one who has awakened is the awakened man. The one who attained Bijatva by staying at the feet of the nobleman. Bijatva doesn't come from the mother's womb. Bijatva comes in the student by sitting next contemplating Guru at the confluence of a river or in a cave in a mountain. So the three mothers also went. Among the humans, awakened human is more dear to me, and man is more than he should be, a Shrutidhari. Shrutiyat means Vedas, he who roams around with Vedas. Not only this, but sometimes a rural man is also awakened. He is not educated, but Dvijatva, and he has not studied anything. No degree, but Dvijatva. How big is that Dvijatva at Kamijana? Who understands and sleeps, does nothing, it's Dvijatva. Sit aside alone, after understanding, don't do anything. You have heard that you have understood? If an Englishman sits, there is nothing to be done. Who is Shrutidhari? The one who not only speaks, but also listens to others. Sometimes only we are speaking. I have seen the other in a poetic symposium whose turn has come and goes behind. There was no cover. On 2 to 3 occasions, we had a poetic symposium in Delhi, and 2 to 3 participants came with suitcases. After their turn, they fell asleep on the stage. The poetic symposium was going on. Shruti Dharma is the one who has hearing ability, listening science, the one who has heard them all. Blessed is Kabir. He is hearing the sound of the anklets of an ant. The sound of an ant. This listening has given him the listener. So the man who is awakened among all the humans is the dear one. And in that too, the one who listens, reads, and does not only listen and read. According to him who listens, who speaks, as we are speaking, you are listening, the one who behaves according to him is more dear. God, in sequence, let's take an entire chapter. And brothers and sisters, Nigam means Vedas and Agam means scriptures. There are many religious streams. In them, they do not accept Nigam, but they accept Agam. It is all at their own pace. Some people accept Nigam, some accept Agam. Why Nigam very dear? Nigam, you know, when an organization is formed, then it is given the name Nigam. Any corporation should be made. This corporation, this corporation. So, it should also follow the principles on which it has made rules. Its conduct, this world organization, has written 17 objectives. One of them is that there should be no superiority, no gender, and caste differences should be eliminated. It is written in its view, equality between men and women. There should be some female gender, some male gender, and some female caste. It is a pyramid, and the supporters should call those who are unable to do so and make genuine efforts to give them equal status. All this is there in the writers here. So, 3 Mahanigam according to religion. After that, such a man develops gradually. Then Goswami again writes, Human is dear. Among humans, awakened human is more dear. The person who speaks and listens as directs is dear, and who follows the nigam is dear. And if we say further, the disinterested, I love the most, says Rama, who is willing to leave. Even if it does not get out of hand, it should get out of heart. I used to say that who is ready to get out of heart, the disinterest is very dear, who is ready to return. I have an experience with Akshapatra. I have a meaningful experience with Akshapatra. Akshapatra is also in the Mahabharata, and many institutions are also named Akshapatra. Akshapatra means that the thing doesn't reduce less from it, as many as ever. If there is a grain of rice and feeds 1 lakh people, there you can keep getting it out from it and it cannot get empty. The meaning of Akshapatra is correct. It is the Shastri meaning. It is the reality that there is no inexhaustibility of any object. It has been full of inexhaustibility, and in my meaning is that it is not like reducing something in the Akshapatra. You should give as much as is in there. Donate whatever is inside. This is disinterest. This not like changing cloth. There is a need to change the heart. There is no thing about changing the cloths. The cloth has its own glory. Shankaracharya has worn the ochre cloths. It has its own glory. The writer of Subhashit writes that the Lord Vishnu was wearing beautiful clothes at the time of churning the ocean. He has worn pitama. He wore a crown. He was so beautiful, so the sea gave him Lakshmi. The effect of the cloths, and Shiva had been sitting without good cloths, so the poison was given to him. Therefore the cloths has glory. Ramayana allows. So ladies and gentlemen, the Ramayana allows to wear good cloths, eat good food, eatable food, party got dirty, eat edible, good food, eat bhajia, drink hot tea, eat ice cream, not forbidden. Remember, what is written, eat good food, after offering it to the good, "Oh God, we are offering this food to you." He is not going to eat it, just emotion. It's God's grace, that it's a blessing of God that I have good clothes. So by God's grace, wear good clothes, as written. Cloth, ornament, good ornaments, and ornates are not forbidden. Whatever this stanza, a hollow person does not take this stanza to talk about. Why wear this ornament? Why wear good clothes? That's not in your destiny. In the beginning, when we used to do Katha in the village, and when Ayodhya's Kaki came unopposed, if you can express the story of the one who opposed it, that the Katha can only be done by the disenchant, but your householders, Morari Bapu is householders. Katha can be done by us disenchants only. I don't speak naturally. Ramandas Bapu, Badrana Bapu. A Mahatma said that nowadays householders in Saurashtra started doing Katha. The story can disenchant us. Then the Ramandas Bapu said that we didn't break your engagement. If you had got married, this would have not been an issue, cursing us without any reason. The meaning of disenchant is wonderful. From the heart, I left from that. I vanished. The left remained. Narasimha sang good. I do. Let's take time to sing this. Let's go Junagadh. The revolution happened in Junagadh. The matter of 600 years ago, still there are, untouchability has not been swept away from many places. Then here a group came saying, Jai Radha Vallabh. Come, Jai Shri Krishna. Is there any work? We are going to take a bath, Nagarji. You go everywhere to do kirtan. Don't come to our chawl for kirtan. A watered invitation came from the nobleman's eyes. Without doing it, no invitation flowed in the eye. Torn invitation, don't come to our side crying, Baba, where do you live in Junagadh? There, at that time. I will surely come. Today, I have to do kirtan at another place. Tomorrow we'll do flooring with cow dung and keep a tulsi plant there. I will come. So big revolution. What does organizations do? One person did. One person. That scene even after 600 years. What kind of scene it was? That man can write this. And Gandhi started singing in the entire world, Vaishnav Jan, Tu tene kahiye jepit parai jain re. Lean from me that don't consider anyone insignificant. Who considers someone insignificant, he is the most insignificant. Who considers someone lower, he is the least. Humans should be in center.
मैंने कोई पूछू कि नरसिंह मेहता ना पदो વધારે પડતા પ્રભાતી રાગ में क्यों है? उसने तो कई राग लिए है साहब, એટલે પ્રભાતી क्यों? मैं એટલું જ કીધું કે માણસને આપણી હવાર પાડવી હતી. એને સૂરજ ઉગાડવો હતો આપણો, એટલે પ્રભાતીમાં આવ્યો આ માણસ. હીરા પ્રભાતી રાગ હે. હું કરું એ અજ્ઞાનતા શકટનો
Jai Bhai, Asit Bhai, Sumit Bhai, Morari Bapu, yes. Jivandas Mehta of Nagar Panjali. He got family man, and from that we came. It doesn't work like we once otherwise. In this organization, the statue of Narsin Maheta should be situated. Which worldly thing? This voice break is out. Nelson Mandela must be, Mahatma Gandhi must be, but Narsin Maheta also should be. Who done the worldly thing?
शकटनो भारजम अस्व સૃષ્ટિ મંડાણ છે સર્વ અને જોગી જોગેશ્વરા દેવ જગદીશને જે ગમે જગત ગુરુ આ દેવ જગદીશ ચિંતવ્યો આપણો ભૂતળ ભક્તિ પદાર્થ એ તો બ્રહ્મલોકમાં નહીં રે પુણ્ય કરીને અમરા પણ અંતે તો 84 ભગતિ તળેટી સમીપે એવું લાગ્યા કે હજી ક્યાંક કરતાલ વાગ્યા એ હજી ક્યાંક
That's it. There is a ghazal. So whoever despises others, he is despised. Let us talk about a version, colloquial, like the broken leaf from the branch, turned yellow and broken, nor is any wind contributing to it. Neither any bird sitting on the branch has any contribution. There is no branch too. When the time comes, leaf broken from branch. That's why we have preferred yellow color in asceticism. How long does this disinterest last? So Goswami says, the detached is very dear to me. Shankar Parvati went out to roam in the crematorium. So that talk about the detached of dark age came up. Parvati said to Lord Shiva that there is a great detached Bhartuhari in dark age. 92 lakh villages, entire area, left it whole. So Mahadev said that, Goddess, you give the certificate quickly. Said, God forgive me, you are a detached headman. So if a big detached comes out, then you feel threatened? Just, I do not have any problem, but do not tell soon. But who left the 92 lakh villages? Who left the beautiful woman like Pingala? Then said, let's see ahead. Shravana coming, Shravan in UP is going.
પવિત્ર માસ શ્રાવણ રા રત સદ્ધરિયા અજમાલ નથુ તણ કુંવર યાલણ અને સોય તણી રત સાંભર્યા પવિત્ર માસ શ્રાવણ માસ.
So if I talk to you about other thing, which if you worship Lord Shiva, then you will ever think that you should worship without ashes. We will never worship Shiva without ashes. Have to worship Shiva with ashes and the snake. Tulsidas ji has took out this beautiful context from Krishna's Gita. Amazing, beautiful context from has been taken out. It is written that whoever is dear to us, love even those who is dear to them too. Understand the revolutionary sentence of Tulsi. Whatever is the action, only one person is dear to us. But there is also someone who he loves. So if you love him, then you also love the other to who is his beloved. How revolutionary dialogue? World of love. Tulsi writes this. Those who called Tulsi a routinist did not even see the first page of the Ramcharitmanas. They would know if they seen it. There these two examples were given. That Shankar loves ashes, so he worships the Basmang Shankar. Kapahali, Bhuteshwar, Bajti, Jagdi, Shayak, Parveen, Pran, Paripati, Udam went to Gitavali to give message to the gopis. On Gopi said, Krishna forgotten us. Because in Mathura he got Kubaja, he got Tribangi. At that time a gopi said that if our love Krishna loves Kubaja and Tribangi, then let's love Kubaja and Tribangi. This is the revolution of love. Goswamiji is saying this, I am not. We worship Shiva with ashes, because ashes are dear to Shiva, Narendra Harai. We may be afraid of snake, but my Shiva loves the snake, so we worship him with snake. Even though the moon is disgraced, but if my Shiva likes him, so considering him Chandramauli, we will worship him. And the second destroyer of karma is mixed with the Ganges. Then you have to drink Ganga water, then who has mixed karma destruction in himself, as the destruction of karma, Ganges. As the Shiva has compassion for Ganges, then you will also have compassion for Ganges. Such is a wonderful verse in Krishna Gita. We'll discuss it in detail sometime. There is no shortages of materials. I am saying, telling you the truth, the life feels shorter to me. As poet Rabindranath used to say that he has written 6,000 or 7,000 songs, but today he was composing it and could not sing. Just composed it, that much thousand and could not sing. While singing and singing, I think that I haven't sang. Even the Mangala Charan is still pending. Let it go. We don't know when it's going to rain. Bhap, humans are dear to me, and in humans awakened, humans are more dear to me. Awakened, who listens and follows the Nigam, who is Virakt. So God Shiva and Parvat were at the crematorium at that time. They lived there, worshipping the God, Tyagi, whose side Parvati is taking. The alms did not come from anywhere. So after burning the body in the crematorium, people went, the fire was burning, there a skull was placed. He is cooking khichdi by putting some rice and mung. Shiva and Parvati got out. Parvati said, you used to say that a person looks renunciation. This is the way? He is making khichdi in the skull. Now call him a renunciation glory. Say, Shiva said, do not hurry, do not hurry. The khichdi was ready. It was a moonlit night. Both Shiva and Parvati now go to the universe and eat food. In this way, both of them came to the form of Brahmins and give me something. Give me something. And Bharatuhari gives the khichdi, and the eyes of deity Parvati filled with attitude said, told you that Bhartuhari is hungry for 3 days and still gave us the khichdi. Keep silent. When this happens at home, do this. Both parties Shiva asked for water to test, and he gave the water also. Now Parvati said, now look at the Virakti. Shiva said, please be silent. Shiva said, Yogiraj, you have given us the khichdi and water. You should have took some. If you have to leave half or half of it, then you should leave it and keep half for sustenance. Absolutely. Then Bhartuhari said, I have given 92 lakh villages. Khichdi is nothing. Then Shiva holds the hand of Parvati's and said, still there is 92 lakh villages in his mind. And when he forgets this 92 lakh villages, then he is virakt, not till then. Rama said, that kind of virakt is dear to me. There are many virakt people who left everything. I don't understand. There was no conscience. So what day should you run away? I have seen people throwing away clothes. The Radhashyam is an example. In Junagadh, after the Shivratri Mela, a Digambar saint stayed there and told me that, like he had done a very big thing, he threw the clothes and then wore them back. This incident happened. You witnessed. Many do this in a hurry. You are running away from the world. What you will get from the world. Very good lines are written by Sahil Shah.
अपमान रचयिता का होगा, रचना को अगर ठुकराओ। और गजब का वाक्य शोभित भाई, आप तो जानते, ये भोग भी एक तपस्या। तुम त्याग के मारे क्या जानो, ये पाप है क्या, ये पुण्य है क्या? रीतों पर धर्म की मुहर है। जो यहां पाप है दूसरी जगह वो पुण्य माना जाता है। दूसरे मुल्क में जो पुण्य है वो यहां पाप माना जाता है। ये तो धर्म की मुहर सिक्के लगा दिया है।
I have sacrificed so much. I have sacrificed khichdi. Told to Parvati that some dirt stays. Tulsidashi writes in Uttarkand that when you churn the butter, some dirt of buttermilk stays. The affection is the dirt. Me, me, me. That is the deficiency of disillusioned. God says to disillusioned with understanding. The person who awakes fully, he leaves the bed forever. Then you don't have to take him out from the bed. Who is half awakened, when you take him out of bed, he goes back to sleep. Virakt is who is fully awakened. No distraction of world can stop him. Like Sukdev gotten up by understanding, by thinking, just as if you hold a fire, you don't have to let go of it immediately. Shankaracharya is giving example. You just as if you hold a fire, you will let go of it immediately, will be missed. A person is one who is easily left. He is dear to me, free from scientific sensible conscience, from logic. In these dark ages, don't take the hard oath that can cause problems for your family. They haven't committed a crime, they are yours, there is a song. Never mind son, I will read letter.
Surab. तुम्हारे हैं तुमसे दुआ मांगते मदन भैया मैं प्राइमरी स्कूल में पढ़ता था तलगाजड़ा, 15वीं अगस्त थी, तो हमारे जगन्नाथ साहब आचार्य थे, मोहन बापा पंड्या ये मेरे क्लास टीचर थे, तो प्राइमरी स्कूल में तलगाजड़ा। तो 15वीं अगस्त के दिन एक छोटा सा नाटक ड्रामा रखा था, तो उसमें मुझे पसंद किया कि आपको ये रोल करना पड़ेगा। तो एक बहुत बड़ा आदमी उसके पास, तो ये बनना, तो वो मेरे लिए कह रहा कि ये रोल करो, ये करो, ये आप करो। तो मैंने कहा मैं सावित्री माँ को पूछूं मुझे कौन सा रोल कर, रोल शू करवो ये माँ ने पूछती, तो ये मेरे जीवन की घटना। मैं माँ के पास गया, माँ ये साहब का ऑर्डर है कि तुझे ये करना पड़ेगा। तो माँ मुझे कहे बेटा इसमें भिक्षा पात्र लेकर कोई मांगने का रोल है। मैंने कहा हाँ। तो बोले ये कर, हम भिक्षुक है बेटा, हम मांगते हैं, हम लोट मांगने वाले हैं, हम तांबड़ी, ये पात्र तू बराबर भजवी सके ने मैं ये रोल भजू, ત્યારે ન તો વિડીયો ન તો રેકોર્ડિંગ, નહીં તો એ જે ભીખ માંગી એમાં આ ગીત લીધું।
So, we have made a rule. I remember that only the memory of the whole of Vrindavan remained. There was nothing left, only a memory of Krishna, only a memory of Vrindavan even today. Doing dim ghosh, that Krishna never left the Vrindavan, never left the step out of it. Anyway, he never came bus. Ask us, said Gopis, said he never left. Bhagavat, Gopi surrounded the Odavaji, came with a lump to give preaching of Brahm. The time of the Odhav's farewell came. Love overwhelmed. Knowledge flowed in Jamuna. Kalindi gave not love initiation Odhav. Krishna had to be initiated with love. That is why it was sent. Letters are written to those who went far away. How you can write who is sitting within you? Where did Krishna go? But in the Bhagavad Gita, when Uddhav bid farewell, Gopi says, Uddhav, tell us one thing. Krishna remembers Yashoda. Give us answers in yes or no. He remembers Babananda, remembers Gopal, remembers that step, that's Jamuna stream. Remember this? What do Gopis want to get it out? But first, he remembers all this. Love is that you need to put others forward. When Lord Rama wants to remember Bharat, he does not directly remember him. He remembers Mother Sumiri, father, and Mother Kaushalya, and in last Bharat, he remembers Bharata. So the Gopis say, Uddhav, say the truth to us. We will not feel bad, but we are fond of free maidservants, which is the word of. Tell me one thing, did Krishna ever remember us? Uddhav said that I cannot know what is in Krishna's mind, but sometimes in the gallery of Dwarka or the gallery of Mathura, at the sunset in the evening, at the same time, I saw tears in the eyes of Govind. Tears? Yes. So he says anything? I would stand behind and he would hum this one thing, and then I ask that you are singing. Then only used to say, Odhav Braj Bisaratna. And this feeling has been brought by a writer from Kuch Charam and put in his book, Biravi.
Udho हमको न भावे ए उद्धव जी न भावे श्याम बिना व्रज
Tell to Uddhav patiently that if the Krishna don't want to come to the Vrindavan, let him. Don't pressurize him. He don't want to come. Let it be. There is no trouble, no sorrow, no complaints. But do one thing. What? Tell him must that, even if never comes. We have his memory. We don't want Krishna. We want memories of Krishna. Memories of Krishna. Arjuna became rich and heard 700 verses, remained poor, but became wealthy when he got memory. I remembered it. I remembered that. Do you remember? Do you remember? I like this line. I love this line. The Gopi of Tara Bhagat says to Uddhav,
Sham vina vraje
so angry because we are called free servants, friends. Otherwise, what we got to lose? There will be a little stain in his reputation. Why?
नंद राय को संदेशा दीजिए. कितना संदेश? क्या कि ना आए, हम कभी शिकवा नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन हम रंग पर हम गरीब व्रजांगनाओं पर कभी खीज न करें, कभी रूठे न हो. हम रंग पर
100 verses? It's called 100 verses. Shankaracharya has written the 100 verses. It's the excursion is the song.
करुणा सिंधु कहावे. लोग आपको करुणा सिंधु कहते हैं, इसलिए हम गरीब पर रोष न करें. फूल कहे हरिंद्र दवे, ये पण कच्छना. થાકી ગયા હરિન્દ્રભાઈ, કૃષ્ણને ગોતવામાં થાકી ગયા. માધવ ક્યાંય નથી. માધવ ફૂલ કહે ભમરા. આખું ભમર ગીત લીધું. તમે કલ્પના કરો રવિન્દ્રભાઈ, हरिंद्रभाई, ये भ्रमर गीत का भाव है, जो भागवत का भ्रमर गीत है, षटपदी का. भ्रमर को षटपद कहते. शंकराचार्य ने एक षटपदी लिखी. हाँ, अविनायम अपनाय विष्णु, षटपदी लिखी. भ्रमर गीत है. चंचरीक जिमि चंपक भागा. फूल कहे कालिंदी जल पर झुकी कदम याद तने आवे छे कहीं वेणु वाता था. क्या तो लहर वमळने पूछे जमुना वात वहे स्पंदन. आये जहशे वृंदावन
The wealth of the Vraj was memory. It is the memory. The Vraj lived with understanding, the renunciation of which was done by the wise. You, Tulsi writes, see the benefit of knowledge. Rama says, I like the scientist especially. Among the wise men, I like the scientist. This is the relationship between religion and science. This is spirituality. And in the middle of religion, there is a bridge between the emotional world and the intellectual world. I like the scientist. 1 minute, why do I like the scientist? The wise man gives formulas. the scientist does experiments. In the laboratory, the teacher gives the formulae of H2O, but the student makes the water by mixing the gases. The scientist experiments and gives results, though he gives proof. So Rama says, Tulsidas ji has written many scientific things in Manas. One thing, 1 minute, Arun Bhai. It's from Sanusara. It's in Gujarati. Let me read. The facts of science. Due to human interventions, the earth has faced many losses, and huge valuable questions have arisen against humanity. There are a total of 100 million species on Earth. It's a scientific study. And out of that, we have identified only 17 million. The rest of it not been identified. Each living trusting each other, which is a very good thing. Each living trusting each other. So live trusting other, don't be over smart. How beautiful sentence. That's why Rama says, I love scientists very much. A bird, a super microscopic creature, makes its food. You think that we cook for ourselves? Who is cooking? Told me that what kitchen is made without eating it. Let's order pizza. They're a super microscopic creature that makes its food. And from 5,000 species per species, Earth Martin needed that 90% oxygen generated a secret. How did it survive in you, also manifesting its matter, lemon, taka, and oxygen? You asked for no blessings. Anonymous is Bao Gamase. He has blackened. Oh, a strong tree trembled. 33 lakh rupees was a loss in the beloved country. It would have been such a big loss. This is a scientific reason. It is necessary to have a 30% expansion of public wealth while living a healthy life. Akhilesh Jarebaz. In America, people made the same thick houses, all the sides, trees, from here that is necessary in this Arash, healthy Reva. At this count, in India, for every minute, 600 square feet of forest should be made. Whenever a species from the earth extinct, it affects the other 50 species, and they should also feel sorry for causing trouble in life. On average, every person creates 500 grams of garbage. We created 500 grams of garbage. Out of that, the 300 grams get rotten, so it gets rotten. And it takes 150 years to compose 150 grams of it. On the scale of 100 grams, let's say it is rotten vegetable. 100 grams, let it be rotten. It is rotten vegetable. That means run 100 grams of rotten drop, break 100, and give that composition. "50 grams of garbage is never composed. This is scientific. 7 million people from all over the world die because of pollution, science writes. Due to plastic pollution, 3 million sea creatures die. 150 million people in the world don't have access to pure drinking water. 5 million people around the world die from polluted water. By the year 2050, 70 million people in 60 countries will have severe shortages of pure drinking water. And scientists believe that the water crisis will cause the Third World War, and there will be no fourth. Because no one will live, someone has asked Osho about the Third World War. He said, I don't know about the third, but the fourth will never happen, because no one will be there to fight it. God says, I love scientists. And then after wandering around, Goswami says, In all these, after scientist comes next. Lord Rama says that among these, the one who is my servant is dearest to me. Now we should think that God does not love the servant who serves. He immediately explained the definition of the slave, one who has no expectations. He is my slave. What brings me with a selfless spirit is very dear to me, who has no other hope, no other expectation, and goes on to say, in the end, to me, even after the scientist, serving means Manidas, Mani, Vaishnav people, devotee, Vani Bhajana, Nandi, and Goswamiji says that if there is no bhajan, then I don't like the harp. And if a person is the most lowly but devoted, then I love him. Keeping such a human being at the center, Goswamiji spoke in some detail about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam in Uttarkand. Let me stop today's story here.
Shri Vallabha Nakh Chandra Sab Jagat Mahi सीताराम राम राम हरे हरे राम 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 सीताराम राम राम हरे राम 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 सीताराम राम राम हरे राम 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 सीताराम राम हे हरे राम 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 सीताराम राम राम हरे राम 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 सीताराम राम राम हरे राम 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 हरे राम राम हरे राम Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Pavanataya Samvara Karana Mangala Murati Nakha Sita Sahita Hridaya Vasavu Surya Boliye Hanuman Ji Maharaj Priya.
So, here we are ending the fourth day's dialogue with Father Navdev in the Ram Katha. I'll meet you all at the hotel at 5 p.m. today. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., we will continue the Katha. Speak with emotion.
Rajandra Bhagavan Priya Bala Krishna Bhagavan Priya Sadguru Bhagavan कर